Benito Mussolini, born on July 29, 1883, in Predappio, Italy, stands as one of the most significant and controversial figures of the 20th century. Known as the founder of fascism, Mussolini's rise to power and the policies he implemented reshaped Italy and had a profound influence on global geopolitics. His regime, which spanned from 1922 to 1943, was marked by authoritarian rule, the suppression of political opposition, and a radical reimagining of Italy's position in the world. Mussolini's political ideology, fascism, would go on to inspire similar movements in other countries, particularly Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler. However, his vision of fascism differed in key respects from Nazism, although the two ideologies shared certain authoritarian and nationalistic features. Understanding Mussolini's life, political career, and the legacy of fascism is critical to understanding the complex dynamics of the interwar period and the factors leading to World War II. Benito Mussolini was born to a working-class family in northern Italy. His father, Alessandro Mussolini, was a socialist, and his mother, Marian Getty, was a devout schoolteacher. The young Mussolini was strongly influenced by his father's socialist beliefs, which initially shaped his political views. He showed an early interest in education and was a rebellious, independent child. Mussolini's childhood was marked by an intense interest in literature, philosophy, and politics. Mussolini's early life was also shaped by his experiences with Italian nationalism. He moved to Switzerland at the age of 18, where he lived in poverty and continued his education while becoming more politically active. During his time in Switzerland, Mussolini was exposed to Marxism and socialism, but he soon rejected these ideologies in favor of a more radical form of nationalism. The First World War was a turning point for Mussolini and for Italian politics. While initially a staunch socialist, Mussolini came to believe that Italy's interests lay in supporting the war effort. He argued that Italy should join the war on the side of the Allies, seeing it as a way to gain national prestige and achieve territorial gains. His support for the war caused a break with the Italian Socialist Party, which was predominantly pacifist. Mussolini's pro-war stance led to his expulsion from the PSI, and he soon found a new audience among nationalist groups and veterans who were disillusioned by the war's aftermath. He also began to develop his core political ideology, which would later evolve into fascism. Mussolini believed in the power of the state to unify and elevate the nation, and he saw war as a means to this end. Mussolini's political career took a dramatic turn in 1919 when he founded the Fasci di Combattimento, fighting leagues. Initially, these groups were made up of war veterans, nationalists, and disillusioned socialists who shared a common desire for a strong, authoritarian government. Mussolini's leadership of the Fasci would serve as the foundation for the development of fascism as a political ideology. Fascism, as conceived by Mussolini, was an anti-democratic, nationalist, and authoritarian ideology that rejected both liberalism and socialism. At its core, fascism emphasized the supremacy of the state over the individual and the need for a strong, centralized government to guide the nation toward greatness. Mussolini also promoted a vision of Italy as a new Roman Empire, reclaiming its historical glory through military expansion and national unity.